That's Caliban. Sorry, Doc, I thought he was dead. Stay back, I'm going to resuscitate him. I hope these wet jumper cables don't kill us all. Come on. Clear. That's all I've got. It's up to him now. You hear me, Caliban? Come on, snap out of it. Don't go into the light. It's up to you now. Are you going to come back to life and be the hero that your fellow survivors need you to be? Or are you going to rest for eternity here? Only you can decide. Don't go into the light, Caliban. You made the right choice. We all owe you a great deal, Caliban. Try not to get yourself killed out here. There are more survivors to tend to. I'll see you on the shore. Caliban, I'm sorry, I thought you were dead. This is just crazy. We sailed into a fight between the Alliance and Horde. You know, our brothers and sisters still need to be rescued. He points out all of the escape pods in the water around you. I think I'm going to sit here a while longer and catch my breath. Can you swim around and let them out? Take my pair of thermohydratic flippers so you can get around faster. Let Sassy know that I'll swim in shortly.
On your way!
Yeah, there's tons of people still trapped in the escape pods, boss. Oh, wait. I guess you're not the boss anymore. Anyways, they're all probably going to drown if you don't get them out. Hello there, Caliban. So nice of you to rescue me. No hard feelings, right? Caliban, it's you. Thanks, man. Blowing open my escape pod. I like your style, Caliban. Caliban, I heard you were dead.
Oh, thank heavens that you survived, Caliban. I thought for sure that you drowned when I saw you go over the side. Sassy's eyes fill up with tears as she hugs you. Look at all of these folks you saved. Our bombs and tools. Those sneaky monkeys to the east stole them all in the dead of night. Can you go out there and get them back for us, Caliban? Without those tools, we have absolutely no way to get off of this island. Your objectives: retrieve 8 crates of tool.
Stay strong.
We need all of our bombs and tools to survive on this deserted island, Caliban.
We've got major problems with the monkeys in the jungle to the east. They've stolen all of our explosives, and now they're going around throwing them. Sometimes at us. I had Fizzlighter take some of his nitro and put it in these bananas. No monkey can resist a bunch of bananas. All you have to do is go out there and feed them. Your objectives: feed 10 bomb-throwing monkeys by tossing nitro-potassium bananas to them.
Move it!
The monkeys are Looks like those monkeys will steal anything. Those thieving little monsters have driven the Pteraptor matriarch into a frenzy by stealing their eggs. Worse yet, the eggs have started to hatch. We've got hungry Pteraptor hatchlings running around all over the place, looking to make a quick meal out of us. We didn't start this, but it's our problem now. You'll have to head into the jungle and kill those hungry Pteraptor hatchlings before they kill us all. Your objectives: slay 6 Pteraptor hatchlings.
Hit the road!
Caliban, you gotta get those Pteraptor hatchlings before they get us. They launched off into the air when they ate the bananas. That is hilarious. I think I'm going to take a bunch out there and feed them myself. That was the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. I can't help but think that if it weren't for the meddling of Caliban back on Kazan, we'd all be safe and sound in Ashara by now. Let's just hope we don't have to deal with their mommy later. That would be very bad. Did you hear the matriarch growling upon the cliff? Steer clear of her.
Bomb-throwing monkeys? The nerve. Sassy breathes a sigh of relief when she sees all of the tools and bombs that you recovered. I thought we were doomed for sure. But now we can start working on a way to get off of this island. Great news. Foreman Dampik has uncovered a cave full of Kajamite on the island. What are the odds? Of course, there's a downside. He took some of the survivors with him to help mine the ore, but none of them have made it out. Crazy as it sounds, the foreman said that there are monkeys in the cave. With mining picks. They're mining the Kajamite. How is that even possible? Can you head southeast to the cavern? The foreman is standing just outside the entrance. Your objectives. Speak with Foreman Dampik outside of the Kajamite cavern on the Lost Tiles.
Don't try anything.
Dampik's at the cave entrance just...
Hey there, Caliban. I know, it's not much.
Move it.
Can I lighten that coin purse for you?
Hey. Go.
It's just horrible. I think they're all dead. How will I get the Kajamite out of there now? Kajamite. You know, the stuff that legend holds helped the entire Goblin race to evolve into the ultimate masters of alchemy and engineering. It's the stuff that helped us to overthrow our jungle troll oppressors, to take control of Kazan, may she rest in peace, and is the most valuable law in all of existence. Hey, you don't think that it's having any effect on those monkeys, do you?
On your way.
It's just horrible. I think they're boss. Well, I guess you're not the boss anymore, but still, good to see you. Can you believe it? We've got a cave full of intelligent killer monkeys mining Kajamite. It's just horrible. I think they're all dead. How will I get the Kajamite out of there now? Smart mining monkeys. They're all over the inside of the cavern, mining. With picks. It's just not natural, and I'm sure it's because of the Kajamite. None of my miners have come back out. I don't have many left. You can see my predicament, Caliban. The foreman lowers his voice. These guys are nowhere near as good as my old group of jungle trolls. Ah, those were the days. Maybe you can escort my last miner here through the cavern and keep those monkeys off for him. We need that Kajamite. Your objectives. Escort the frightened miner through the Kajamite cavern. It's just horrible. Hey, Caliban, there are strange cave paintings and other artifacts all over the cavern. Do you think you could use your belt-mounted KTC snap flash camera to capture images at the designated spots? Also, snap a pic of the altar in the back of the cavern. I'm sure that Sassy will want the intel. Your objectives. Using your KTC snap flash, capture images at the bouncing cameras of the 3 cave paintings and the pick-me altar. Okay, here we go. You're gonna cover me, right? Whoa, what's with all of the cave paintings? Do I hear monkeys? Ooga booga. Hey, why am I doing all of the work here?
Makes sense.
We've hit the jackpot in this place. Heckenbockum. Looking through the dead orc's belongings, you find a field journal. Though it is heavily water damaged, the writing is still legible, if barely. Flipping through the pages, an interesting story unfolds. Good thing you decided to study Orcish. Like the trade prince's yacht, the orcs were fired upon by Alliance warships. You do remember an orc warship that you passed right before the Alliance opened fire. Maybe they were firing on the orcs instead of your ship. Stupid orcs. They got you sunk. Your objectives. Take the field journal to Sassy Hard-drenched shipwreck shore on the Lost Tiles. It's just horrible. I think they're all dead. What? You think I'm made out of miners? How bad can it be in there?
Hit the road. Quickly, quickly. Don't waste my time.
It's
Makes
just
sense.
horrible. I think... What?
Careful out there.
Okay, here we go. You're gonna cover me, right? Day 1. Got on a ship called Draka's Fury. We're taking the special cargo to a faraway place across the ocean. I have the duty to clean stuff on the ship and scout when we get to land. Better work than searching for Alliance rogues and druids in Orgrimmar. The food is not as good, but the grog tastes the same. Dirota has already slipped out of sight. Whoa? What's with all of the cave paintings? Do I hear monkeys? Day 2. The food and rocking of the ship do not agree with me. There is much to clean as there are many of my brothers who are sick. This does not seem like a good idea to me, but if he needs to go, we will gladly follow him to the bottom of the sea. Let us hope that it does not come to that. Day 3. The sea lashes the ship very heavily. The captain had us take down the sails. We are like a child's toy in the middle of gigantic waves. I may not like the ocean, but I kept my food down today like a true warrior. Let's move. Day 4. There are 2 small islands on the horizon. The captain says that we will sail just past them. He does not want to stop. There is an edge to his voice that I do not like. It sounds like fear. There was much to do. What? There are sounds of explosions outside. I am going above deck to see what it is. Day: I washed up on the rocky shore of an island. It must be one of the 2 that I saw before. Most of my brothers are dead. There is no sign of our special cargo. I fear the worst and cannot believe my thoughts. I do not know how many days have passed. 1, possibly 2? Surely not more. The Alliance cowards came at us, hiding from behind the larger of the 2 islands. There were too many of them, though we might have sunk one. I saw another ship sail right through the battle and get torn apart. Goblins, I think. Fools. Day and 1. We have a makeshift camp atop the island. Agre has asked me to look for other survivors on the western shore. Kailag is to take a small group across the top looking for Alliance. Already a few have attacked us. They will not stop coming until they are all dead. Or we are. There are sounds of goblins off in the distance, and I can see the wreckage of their ship. They are noisy. I will watch them later. First, I have found a cavern and strange sounds like animals and mining coming from within it. I will investigate. What I wouldn't give for some explosives right about now. Toronto Bosch. That's good enough for now. I'll make my way out on my own. Thanks for the escort, Caliban. It's just horrible. I think they're all dead. We've hit the mother lode. Now, what's all this about a pygmy witch doctor in charge of the monkeys? Is he dead? Because if he's dead, then legally I can stake my claim. Not that I wasn't going to do that anyway. By goblin law, all Kajamite belongs to us.
On your way.
On behalf of the Bilgewater Cartel, I lay claim to this mine.
Marooned, blasted to bits by the Alliance and stranded on some island in the middle of who knows where? Business as usual, right, Caliban? What are these? Sassy examines the pictures while listening to your tale from the Kajamite cavern. Clearly that pygmy witch doctor is from some new race never seen before. Maybe we should call them Calibanians? They must be the ones that painted all of that stuff in the cavern. I'm not sure that I like what you're describing. It sounds to me like they're paintings of them and us on an island with an exploding volcano. Caliban, find anything interesting in the cavern? Orcs. They were sunk and stranded too? And now the Alliance are on the island? Do you think they're going to kill us? Sassy looks thoughtful. I think it's time for a little sit down with these orcs. I hate to ask you to do this, but I guess it's why they pay you the big bucks. Can you deliver that dead orc's field journal to whoever is in charge up at their camp? Based on the writing in the book, they should be located at the top of the island, up the incline past the Kajamite cavern to the southeast. Good luck, Caliban. I always liked you. Your objectives: deliver the field journal to Agre at the Horde base camp on the Lost Isles. We need some new friends if we're going to survive all of this. Hopefully, the orcs won't just kill you on sight.
Strength and honor.
The orc narrows her eyes at you. You must have been on the goblin slave ship that was sunk. What's that you have in your hand? The orc makes a move to grab the field journal from you, but then stops herself. exhaling deeply. I apologize. It has been a very rough couple of days for all of us. Amigra. All of us here are what remains of the crew of the Draca's Fury. Perhaps we can work together. We have a common enemy in the Alliance. Their C:7 assassins are all over this island and they're not going to stop until we're all dead. I, Hunter, Kylag Gorfang, and a few scouts, traveled into the Vale down the path to the west. There, searching for precious cargo that we were guarding when the filthy Alliance sunk our ship. The way is blocked by deadly plants and they have not been able to break through. Caliban, prove your worth as a goblin and a warrior. Journey into the Vicious Vale to find Kylag. Your objectives: find Kylag Gorfang in the Vicious Vale on the Lost Tiles. Kylag Gorfang should be down the path to the west, Goblin.
Goblin, can you fight? For your sake, I hope so. Otherwise, there may be no breaking through this hell of killer plants. Kylag barely has time to acknowledge you between multiple shots, but his eye does linger a moment on your goblin all-in-one dip out appreciatively. Now is the time for creative solutions. Pull something out of that belt and get to work. Thinking about the situation for a moment, an idea comes to your mind and it's just crazy enough to work. Your objectives: use the weed whacker within your goblin all-in-one dip out to mow down 100 of the plants within the Vicious Vale. Use your weed whacker to mow down these plants, little goblin. From Car, Goblin. I give you thanks for my life. From Car, Goblin. I saw it with my own eyes, and still I do not believe it. You have our thanks and the debt of our lives, little Goblin. I hope that soon we can repay you the honor. May I ask a small favor of you while my scouts and I move on? Return to the Horde base camp and let Amigra know that we still live. Caliban. Tell her that I am moving on to the wild overlooking that we will all meet up on the northwest side of the island. I expect to see you there. We will track down the Alliance and slay them to the last. Your objectives: inform Amigra at the Horde base camp on the Lost Tiles of all that has transpired. Go back to Agra and tell her that we are moving northwest.
Agra gives you the eye as if she doesn't quite believe what you are telling her. I am not easily impressed, but if what you are telling me is true, then I have never before heard of such a thing. You have my thanks, Caliban. Kailag should be in position by now. It is time for you to move forward to the Wild Overlook. The rest of us will pack up here and move out soon. Just follow the path northwest through the vicious vale. Not so vicious any longer thanks to you, eh? Kailag and his scouts will be keeping themselves hidden just off the path, but the C:7 assassins are sure to spot them soon, so hurry. Your objectives: find Kailag Gorfang and his scouts at the Wild Overlook on the Lost Isles. Head back through the vale and meet up with Kailag at the Wild Overlook.
From Caliban. We have a problem. Keep your voice down. The glen north and west of here is crawling with Alliance assassins. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to spot them. The cowards. They hide and won't fight face to face. You goblins are known for your wondrous goggles. Surely you have a pair that will allow you to see them? I need you to team up with one of my scouts and kill any of the C:7 assassins that you spot. Your objectives: kill 10 C:7 assassins. If something happens to your orc scout, return to Kailag to see if he has another for you to team up with. Don't forget to keep your goggles on, Caliban. That's the only way we'll spot them before they can jump us. Kailag motions you to keep your voice down. Well done, Caliban, well done. We'll make an orc of you yet. Time to move on. We'd better hurry. I sent scout bracks forward along the road to the cliffs overlooking the beach to the west. I am going to put you onto Bastia. Travel down the path and let Brex know that we are going to take a different route. We'll see you at the attack on the Alliance beachhead. Your objectives. Speak with Scout Brex on the path down the cliffs north of the Savage Glen on the Lost Tiles. Right, Bastia. Find Brex. Hello, little goblin. Bastia is fast, no? We have something very important that needs doing. Can you help us? The Alliance have stolen something of vital importance to the Horde. It is being held out on their ships. At the other end of the beach is a gyrocopter. Our battle's worn will cover your approach. Go retrieve the keys to the flying machine from one of their operatives. Fly out to their flagship, the Vengeance Wake, and retrieve our precious cargo. Your objectives. Retrieve the gyrocopter keys. Get to the gyrocopter. Do it now. Hey, get away from my flying machine.
Looks like overly complicated gnomish engineering with lots of unnecessary instrumentation and safety precautions. Where the heck is the ignition? It'll be a wonder if it flies without doing something weird, like turning into a chicken or shrinking down to the size of an ant. Hey look, someone left their loose change in the ashtray. What else is in there? They said that their precious cargo, whatever that is being held out on the Alliance ship, the Vengeance Wake. There's only one thing to do. Fly this thing out there and retrieve it. Your objectives. Locate the precious cargo below deck on the Alliance ship, Vengeance Wake, off the shore of the Lost Tiles.
Perhaps you can help me to get out of this arcane cage? If not for you, I would surely be on my way back to Stormwind to be paraded as a trophy and a slave. The Alliance dogs found me unconscious on the shore and put me in this magical cage. It was keeping me from connecting with the elements. No longer. I never thought that I would be a prisoner of the Alliance again. I cannot begin to express my gratitude to you. Caliban, is it? I will meet you up top and from there we will deal with them. Your objectives. Make your way up top on the upper deck of the Vengeance Wake off the shore of the Lost Isles and speak with Thrawn.
I will see you up top.
I will see you up top, Caliban. Thank you again for my freedom. My mission is too critical to let these meddlers continue to dog us. It's up to you and I to put an end to this once and for all. Brothers of earth and fire, hear me. Sisters of the water and air, heed my call. Azeroth stands on the brink, its existence near an end. Lend me your power as in times past with my ancient ancestors. Allow me to channel your will through this child of Kazin. Let us put an end to those who would keep us from healing the world. Your objectives. Use the powers of the cyclone of the elements to slay 50 Alliance sailors. Once this is done, you will be flown to the Wild Overlook. You have done what few others could have, Caliban. Our world owes you a debt larger than you can possibly understand. Our destinies are forever intertwined. There are events taking place that are reshaping our world and ultimately will destroy it. We must put an end to them before it is too late. Know that you can always count on me, brother. We will meet again on the larger island. May you find peace until then, Caliban. Your objectives. Speak with Sassy Hardrench at the Wild Overlook on the lost time. What's the hold-up?
Wow, oh wow. Is that who I think it is? You rescued Thrall, Warkiff of the Horde? Sassy gives you an appraising look. Well, let's see about getting over to that larger island. I sure as heck don't want to swim the strait with all of those sharks down there. While you were rescuing the Warkiff and saving us all from the Alliance, Foreman Dampik built this rocket sling to shoot us over the shark-infested strait to the bigger island. Luckily for us, the foreman managed to salvage a town in a box from the shipwreck. Once you get it set up, we'll have a town of our own. I can't wait to sleep in a bed again. Dampik's down there at the landing site, waiting for you. Why don't you take the next rocket over? Your objectives. Survive the rocket sling shot across the dire strait.
Do not get on galley.
Uh-oh, it's the trade prince.
You think you're such a big shot, saving everyone and making friends with these orc savages?
I'm
gonna crush you. I'm the
I'm the trade prince, me! I got a plan that's gonna get me off this island and make me the king of Ashara. Mark my words, I'm gonna get you. I'll get you all. Out of my way!
Is that a volcano over on that other island? Is this really a good idea? Caliban, I sure am glad you survived the trip. Not everyone did. The trade prince had an entire town in a box in the ship's hold. I managed to recover it while you were out saving all of our skins. Do you want to do the honors? All you have to do is climb to the top of that huge pile of explosives and push the plunger, and whammo kablamo, instant town. Your objectives. Climb to the top of the mountain of explosives and use the town in a box plunger.
Hit the road!
Hurry, Caliban, deploy the town in the box. Our people are trapped inside. Oh, I almost forgot your parachute.
Don't waste
Cough,
my time!
cough. Dot. Hey, where's the dock? Someone stole the dock and the oil refinery from our town in the box. Who would do such a thing? Where's the trade prince? Hey, boss, Hobart Grapplehammers wants to speak with you. He says it's a matter of some urgency. Your objectives. Speak with Hobart Grapplehammer at the town in a box on the Lost Tiles. Hobart's right behind you, sir. Here you are,
What?
my boy. I have something very important for you to do. Ridiculous. The greatest goblin mind of all time reduced to food detail. I made the micro-mech Archicon just for this reason and they let it get away. Hobart turns a deeper shade of green as his blood pressure rises. Do I look like I should be rounding up escaped cluckers? No, my friend, not I. Bam most definitely, though he's too lazy. Your station in life has recently taken a turn for the worse. You do it. Take these remote control fireworks and attach them to the cluckers. Your objectives. Capture 10 wild cluckers by attaching remote control fireworks to them.
Careful out there.
It's really quite simple, Caliban. Just attach these fireworks to the wild cluckers and I'll use this controller to fly them into the cage. Success.
Quickly!
Was there ever any doubt? Greeley, fire up the poultryizer.
Move it!
Hey, Caliban, come over here, would ya? I've got something for you to do.
Makes
Hobart
sense.
thinks he's going to feed us on those tiny clucker eggs. But we're going to get some real eggs. I've already set up some traps on the raptor eyes up the path to the east. Take this bunch of wild clucker eggs and lay them in the traps. The spiny raptors will go right after the clucker eggs, and then you'll get to trade up to the larger eggs. Genius. Your objectives. Gather 5 spiny raptor eggs.
Go, go!
Now get us some real eggs. How many did you get? I can just taste the massive omelette we're going to cook up now. Nice. Look at the size of those things. There's no way that grapple hammer's going to be able to top that.
On your way.
Caliban, over here if you please. Bam Megabomb? Who does he think he is? His spiny raptor eggs are no match for what we are about to recover. As you well know, each town in a box is equipped with a micro-mech archicon for just such a dietary emergency. Luckily for us, my keen intellect was able to deduce the location that our prodigious, pre-programmed poultry ran off to. Head north to the Scorched Gully. But beware, its circuit boards are fried and I imagine it's not so micro any longer. Your objectives. Recover the biggest egg ever.
Hit the road.
Don't underestimate the mech archicon, Caliban. After all, it is a Hobart grapple hammer invention. Just think about the accolades that will rain down upon me. Us, when the biggest egg ever is returned. Eureka. My genius saves the day yet again. Take that Bam Megabomb. And now, to reap the benefits. Fine, fine. Perhaps the whole egg thing didn't quite pan out. Who's up for some shark meat? Only one little problem. Well, a big problem, actually. A really big problem, the hammer. Of course, I have a brilliant idea. Swim out into the Dire Strait to the west and get us some shark parts. Give them to my assistant, Greeley. I'm too important to get my hands dirty with the small details. Your objectives. Collect 5 shark parts.
On your way.
Greeley, load the biggest egg ever into the poultryizer. Measure nuggets for everyone.
Genius idea, sir. Your brain power never ceases to amaze me. This thing is huge. Reverse the polarity on the poultryizer. We'll have to shove it in through the outtake. There it goes. It should only be a moment now.
Shut it down. Shut it down. The eggs are bad.
Caliban, take it easy. These will do very nicely.
Catch you on the flip side.
Caliban, take it easy on Grapple Hammer. He's a genius, but he's got a fragile ego. These will do very nicely. We're going to combine the shark parts and the robotic remains of the Mechakicon into a submersible that should allow you to rid us of that nuisance, the hammer. Combining the remains of the Mechakicon with these shark parts, we've assembled the greatest fighting submersible of all time, the Mecha Shark X-Steam. Hobart and I want you to pilot it, Caliban. Go west to the water and activate the Mecha Shark X-Steam controller. You must kill the hammer if we're to have any hope of exploiting the natural resources of the Dire Strait to their fullest extent. It's for the good of the cartel. Your objectives: activate the Mecha Shark X-Steam controller and use the Mecha Shark X-Steam to slay the hammer.
Keep your ear to the ground.
Caliban, get to the Mecha Shark X-Steam controller. Rid us of the hammer menace.
Excellent work, my boy. The town in a box is saved and the Bilgewater cartel will be profitable once again thanks to my overwhelmingly unbelievable intellect and tinkering know-how. Your work here is done for now, but there's no rest for the wicked, eh? You remember Meg's Dread Shredder, our old marketing rep? She's taken some others over the hills to the southeast, just past the Raptor Eyes. If you follow the path east out of town and follow it south at the fork, you can't miss her. Apparently there's some trouble or other brewing with the snake men at the ruins on the shore. Go see if you can't sort it all out, would you? Your objectives: speak with Meg's Dread Shredder at the western entrance to the ruins of Vashchilin on the Lost Tiles.
Move it!
The marketing research Megs has conducted suggests that a Naga invasion is imminent.
I know I'll buy you when I see one. Goblin product.
Portable gasoline squirt guns.
Boss, we got a problem. Looks like the Naga down there in the ruins are preparing to invade our town in a box. I have lots of dead scouts here as proof. I don't know about you, but I'm not about to let them try. Let's get the jump on them. Could you lay the foundation for our new coastal holdings by replacing their banners with our own? That's some prime real estate down there. Your objectives: destroy 10 Naga banners, replacing them with Bilgewater cartel banners.
See you around, friend.
You hear that?
Yeah,
I'm
what
glad
do you
you're
want?
out here with us, Caliban. It's not easy getting stuff from Naga. It's oft whispered in dark corners of a material so fine, so exquisite to the touch, that goblins of sophisticated taste will spend any amount of moolah to get their hands on some. Of course, I'm speaking of Naga hide. Brett looks around to make sure no one else is listening in. I know that you're going to head down there and that it's inevitable that you're going to have to fight those snakes. Hey, they're not going to have a use for their hides anyway. They'll be dead. Your objectives: collect 5 intact Naga hides.
Glad I can help.
We can discuss the cut after you come back with the hides. I'm thinking 90-10. Vascular warrior goes into a frenzy. I'm glad you're out here with us, Caliban. I'm glad you're well? How many do you have for me? I think that a 95-5 split is more than generous. We're going to be filthy rich, I tell you. Well, if we can get off of this island, that is.
That's it. I got mouths to
I wish I
feed
could have seen the
now.
looks on their scaly faces when you blew up their banners and replaced them with our own. On second thought, I don't want to be close enough to see their snarls. I've got a plan and you're the only one that I know crazy enough to pull it off. I need you to take this irresistible pool pony to the Vastulan spawning pool and inflate it. Then, swim down to their hatchlings with it on. I'll bet anything that the hatchlings can be lured away to follow you. Bring them back here and we'll proceed with the next phase of the plan. Your objectives: use the irresistible pool pony to lure 12 Naga hatchlings.
Don't be a stranger.
Everybody loves a pool pony. It's our fastest selling toy behind the K-Bluey Bombs, Infant Edition.
I'm glad you're-
I know a buyer when I see one. Pleasure doing business.
Oh, they're so cute. I wish that we could turn them into little plush toys and sell them for a gazillion macaroons. Caliban, you and Ace need to march those Naga hatchlings down there and use them as leverage to convince the leader of the Naga to surrender to us. Ace knows where to go on the south side of the ruins. Just follow him. Your objectives: deal with the leader of the Naga at the ruins of Vashtilan.
Keep it real.
Little goblins? I remember when your race was created. I care nothing for your threats or these Naga. Prepare to be removed from existence. Now, young Caliban, you will die. A faceless of the deep. What's that? That does not sound like a Naga. Well, you killed it, whatever it was. It doesn't matter now. We have other fish to fry. We were wrong. It wasn't the Naga that were preparing to attack. It was the nearby Owenlet tribe. Caliban, you need to get back to the town in a box. The pygmies are already attacking. Here, take this. We bought it off of a pygmy who said it used to belong to some great leader of theirs. Someone whose name translates as Dark Dan Helmet. It should fool them so that they don't attack you. Your objectives: speak with Sassy Hardwrench at the town in a box on the Lost Isles.
Be careful out there.
That pygmy helm should fool them, at least for a little while. Get back to town. Caliban? We're saved. Who am I kidding? We're all going to die. Caliban, you have to defend us. I had the eggheads deploy the town's cannon defenses, but it seems like there's an unlimited supply of these Owenlet warriors. Get your behind into one of those B.C. eliminators and eliminate the pygmy threat to the town. Your objectives: use a B.C. eliminator to defeat 30 Owenlet warriors. Caliban, hop into one of those B.C. eliminators and wipe out the pygmies. Okay, I think that's good enough for now, but they took a bunch of the townsfolk captive. We're going to have to take the fight to them. The pygmies took most of our people back to their village. Who knows what evil they're up to? Caliban, you have to go up there and free all of the captives before the pygmies work their voodoo on them. He's already up near Omelette village to the southeast. She'll give you the heads up on what's going down. Your pygmy helmet looks like it's in bad shape, but it should last long enough for you to get there. I hope. Your objectives. Speak with the Omelette village on the lost tiles. You're going to have to take the fight to them, Caliban. Look for it just outside their village. Caliban? What are you doing wearing that pygmy helm? Looks like it's about to fall apart. I'm glad that they sent you up here. I thought for sure they were going to send that jerk, Rapplehammer and his ego-enabling assistant. Caliban, you gotta get in there and save our people. They've got a bunch of our people in there. I know that they're doing strange rituals to them. It looks like they're sucking the life force right out of them. You have to go into the village and free the captives before it's too late. Your objectives: free 5 goblin captives. Caliban. The Omelette leader, Ingwe, is too powerful to be left alive. He's barking nonsense from the raised west side of the village, across the rope bridge. Go up there and get him before he sends the rest of the village against us. Piece of cake. Your objectives: slay Ingwe.
Have a good one.
I got to get out of here before they catch me again. Done tar goblin for DAB badder. They took the others up into the volcano. Some to turn into zombies, some to sacrifice to their turtle god, Volcano. They were trying to change me into a zombie. I really can't thank you enough. I felt my life slipping out of me. I really can't thank you enough. I'm free. I owe you my life. They took the others up into the volcano. Some to turn into zombies, some to sacrifice to their turtle god, Volcano. I thought I was a goner for sure. Goblin. I
Caliban, you got, great job, but that's not even half of the hostages that they took from town. Darn it all. They must have taken the rest of the captives to their other villages up in the volcano. Nice work, bud. Hope he wasn't too tough. Caliban, you have to get back to the town in a box and warn them about the goblin zombies up in the volcano's caldera. Your objectives. Speak with sassy Hardwrench at the town in a box on the lost tiles.
Glad I could help.
Goblin zombies? The town in a box has to be warned. They turned some of our people into zombies? Tell me something I don't know. A whole bunch of our people headed up to the top of the volcano to mount a counteroffensive. There's something horrible brewing up there on the Lost Peak. They're waiting for you before they make any moves against the pygmies. Those evil little things turned a lot of us into zombies. Caliban, save us. Your objectives. Speak with Coach Crosscheck at the Lost Peak on the Lost Tiles.
Get lost, will ya?
Those zombies are slow. You don't have to run right through them. Don't let them eat your brains, Caliban.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Don't worry. The zombies are looking for brains. You're safe. My star player has arrived. Those zombies that got past us are nothing compared to the numbers waiting just through the pass. If we don't deal with them soon, the pygmy witch doctors are going to send all of them against the town, and even the cannons down they won't be able to handle that many. I brought a couple of shredder boots along. Really modded them and now they're super booster rocket boots. Use the boots to incinerate the zombies in the Oastan villages to the east. Your objectives. Use the super booster rocket boots to slay 50 goblin zombies.
Hit the road.
Get in there and show those zombies what the Bilgewater Buccaneers are made of, kid. Look, I think it's great that we are destroying all of these zombies, even though they're our friends and family. But don't you think we should be taking care of the pygmies that are creating them as well? At the 3 Oastan villages, Nord, Sor, and Ost, there are witch doctors, Gal, Malmo, and Tilok. Maybe you could take care of them? I don't want to be turned into a zombie. Your objectives. Slay Gal, Malmo, and Tilok.
On your way.
Remember, look for the pygmy leaders, Gal, Malmo, and Tilok.
I definitely did not sign up for this. Pygmies, zombies. Hobart better give me a huge raise. I'm so glad that you asked, Caliban. No one ever asks how stuff works. It's just here, gimme that, I'm gonna blow stuff up. Or, don't bore me with the details, just let me point and shoot. Or, worse yet, who cares how it works, is it a bigger explosion than last time? I swear sometimes, I could just scream, you know? It's like I'm always doing all of Hobart's work for him, but I never get any of the credit. I have got to be the most underappreciated, overworked, and underpaid Tinker's assistant ever. Wait, what did you ask about?
Go get him, champ.
I definitely did not. I'll give these pygmies one thing. They sure know how to party. But they're not so clever. I think I've discovered the source of their rockin' powers, rockin' powder. It turns out that this stuff, which turns them into world-class rockers, is also highly explosive. We must have it. So, while you're in there at Oastan to the east, make sure that you pick up a whole bunch of the stuff. Trust me, you're going to need it for what's coming up. Your objectives. Collect 5 scoops of rockin' powder.
Keep your ears to the ground.
Look for the mounds of glowing stuff on the ground.
You did it. No more zombies to worry about. Let's pause a moment in silence for the stinky departed. Okay, done.
Go, go!
I gotta tell you, that's a load off of my mind. That is, I won't have to worry about no new zombies coming after my brains.
Careful out there.
I definitely did not sign up for this. Pygmies, zombies. Hobart better give me a huge raise. Let me see how much you've got. This will do. In fact, it's more than we need. I devised an ingenious idea for a weapon that the boots will be turned into once you get them to Hobart. Hand the powder over and I'll load it into the super booster rocket boots.
See you around, friend.
You need to get those boots down into the caldera to Hobart grapple hammer. Now that they're infused with the leftover rocking powder, they should have enough thrust to get you all the way there on one shot. When you're ready, activate the boots. Don't worry, they're automatically set to land you safely. I think. Your objectives. Use the rocking powder infused rocket boots and deliver them to Hobart grapple hammer.
Careful out there.
You're going to love this. Well, there you are.
Quickly!
Just a second. There's no time to waste, boy. What's wrong with the actuator on the left boot? Volcanoth is the turtle god in the cave that these primitives worship. It's not really a god. Hobart rolls his eyes. But it is tough enough that I'm going to have to devise a new weapon for you from the one functioning boot we have left. I think that the age-old motto of fight fire with fire applies here. Plus, I like fire. Let's get some fire glands from Volcanoth's children. That should give me time to modify the rocket boot into something more fitting. Your objectives. Collect 5 fire glands.
Hit the road!
Take your time, my boy. Now what can I modify this shredder boot to be? I only have 2 hands and 2 feet here. No time like the present to be done with the simple task I put before you, Caliban. Wouldn't you agree? Careful with those glands, Caliban, careful. Grapplehammer's eyes light up at the sight of the fiery organs. And now to load them into the refashioned shredder boot. I'm certain that you'll be surprised and amazed by my genius invention. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but the boot's hooker, patent pending, is ready for use. These no-good pygmies have been feeding our people to their god, Volcanoth, and they're about to unleash shit on our town. You have to get into the cave and kill that thing before it's too late. Your objectives. Use the boot's hooker to slay Volcanoth.
Go, go!
I've set the boot's hooker to fire several rockets per shot. I'm fairly certain that I perfectly calibrated the targeting. Ouch. $20 cc's of candy cola, stat. Not for the patient, for me.
Come on. Get over here. I managed to get everyone else safely back to town. Jump in, we got to get out of here before the volcano blows for good. Alright then, grab onto the ladder. We got to get out of here. We'll make a flyby of the town, and then I'm gonna get you to some old friends. Your objectives? Speak with Thrall at the Warkiff's lookout on the Lost Isles. Hang on, Caliban. We have to get out of here, now.
I told you we would meet again, Caliban. The Warkiff gives you an appraising look. Unfortunate that it's under such dire circumstances. The Alliance have caught back up with us at just the wrong moment, my friend. We took care of their ships, but they still have planes that are dropping their vaunted 127th paratroopers onto the coast below. It's all that the battle's won and scouts can do to hold the two ramps against their overwhelming numbers. I'm certain that if you were to aid them, the tide would quickly be turned. Your objectives: slay 10 Alliance paratroopers.
The paratroopers have mined the beach. The Warkiff asked me if there's anything we can do about that. I told him, you bet we can. Apostrophe. I was thinking maybe you could take this satchel of grenades and detonate the landmines from a safe distance? It's how we do things, right? Your objectives: detonate 10 landmines.
You can make it here.
Goblin grenades versus Gnomish landmines. Show them who's better, Caliban. These orcs were murdered in cold blood by the Alliance down on the coast. We did nothing to provoke them. Their deaths should not be in vain, Caliban. Will you bring them justice? Agra appears as if she can barely contain her rage. There are 3C:7 leaders down there along the beach. Bring me each of their heads. Your objectives: collect the heads of Commander Arrington, Darkblade Sin, and Alexei Silenthal. Deliver justice for our dead, Caliban.